Welcome back, traders and aspiring traders. I'm the analystuz Z, and today we are cutting through the complex world of financial securities. Stay tuned. So today we'll be starting off with the XY, the US dollar index, and then we'll be looking at some Forex pairs, some futures, and some crypto pairs. So let's get started. So what happened within the week? This is the XY monthly time frame, and like we discussed the last time, if you haven't watched the last video, you should go check it out. I won't be repeating some things. So clearly you can see we're on an uptrend, bounced off of support level. I mentioned that there was a minor level here, and it looks like the XY has now broken that minor level. Let's scale down to the weekly time frame, so I appreciate that. So the week ended with a strong close above this minor level. You can see it here. So now what this means is that the XY is about to continue rallying to the upside. However, if you look here, you notice something. The market broke above this minor level and this place, and it tried to hold above it here, but it was unable to. And then it broke down, tested here, and fell down back to this support level. And that's why in the last video I made reference to what we call fake outs. And I said it's basically a breakout that, is fake, doesn't have strong momentum, so it's unable to hold above this minor resistance. And that's why I do not jump into trades, at the break of any level. I wait to see significant movement to the upside. And then, sorry, let's use this instead. So I wait to see significant movements to the upside and then, retracement, and then I can place my trades and look for another leg up. But with just something like this, I don't go into any trade. And if we look at the line charts here, can remove the noise and appreciate it even more clearly. So clearly you see the markets came down to support level here, did a lower high, came back, created equal lows, and now this became, our first level to clear. The market finally rallied up there, broke above it. You can see, tried testing above it to continue to move up, but it failed. And we finally came down back here. Now we have broken through it again. So this time we are going to watch to see if we have a clear move up and then retracement before we start taking, buy positions on dollar pairs. By dollar pairs, I mean USD this, not, the ones that come before USD. So that's all to say about the XY. The dollar seems to be gaining, strength. If you're a fundamental trader, you'd probably understand why this is happening. Over the week, I heard there was some news on inflation and all of that stuff. So I'm more of a technical trader. I had to keep up with the news, but it's very important that you add, a blend of fundamental analysis into your trading journey. It help you understand why, certain things happen. So without wasting much time, let's get into GBP USD. GBP USD. Remember, guys, top down analysis, always scale down first. Look at what the market is doing. Beautiful charts. We can see GBP USD bounce off of support level, got here, was stuck in some sort of consolidation, and now we have broken below it. So let's scale down to the weekly to appreciate that. So we can see here the market was moving within this zone. It was consolidating, and now finally we have a breakout to the downside. Let's come here. Yeah. So we can appreciate it here more clearly. support, minor resistance, back to minor support, back. Now we see a clear fake out here. Market came up here, but it couldn't, rally up. So finally came down back, retested it, and boom. Now we are finally below this minor support level. So it's likely we are heading down back for this major support level, which would mean we should start looking out for sell positions. However, the reason I'm not looking to, immediately take any sell positions is first, I told you guys I like to see significant move down. It actually seems like this is a good leg down, but I probably want to see something more and then come back here, retest, and then I'd look for sell positions to the downside. However, if you look at this, um, yes, so I believe we are coming down back to this support level. So like I told you guys, I come on here to analyze the market and also make trading decisions for myself. So basically, the breaks I've been taking is me going through my thought process. I'm looking at the market. I'm wondering if, considering we bounced off of support level here, could this just be a major retracement to the downside? Something like this. Uh, is it possible we come to, the golden zone about here and then bounce back up? This could happen if the DXY is unable to hold above this resistance level here and starts falling back. But if the DXY is able to continue rallying up, then the GBP USD without any doubt is going to come down to this zone. But because of the possibility of it getting here and bouncing back up, I won't be too quick to take any trading positions. There's something we call AMD if you're into smart money, or you might know it as the power of three. So basically, you have something like this, some sort of consolidation. It's called accumulation. And then you then get, it's been moving like, in a range like this. Then you have something like this, a break to the downside. So this phase is called manipulation. And then you suddenly get a breakout to the upside called distribution, stuff like this. So this is called the power of three: accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So I'll be careful because it could potentially happen here, in my opinion. If you look right about here, you can see something like that. The market was here on this level and went up here, came down back below this level, and then finally continued rallying up. So similar scenario here. You can see this here. You could relate it to this about here. Could be this head up down below this level. Could be this, and then could potentially go back up. So because of that, I just be careful with taking any sell positions on the GBP USD. I'd prefer to wait. Sometimes it's good to be patient. Yes, you might miss out on some opportunities, but better to be safe than sorry. Um, so that's my thoughts on GBP USD. I'm not in haste. If the market does, rally down, I miss out on sell, there's no problem. At least I'd be clear that yes, now we are back to this support level, and I'll be looking, are we rallying back up? Did we break below this? If we break below this, now I know, okay, we are coming down. I'll then be waiting for retracement here, and I'll definitely take a sell position down. But if we come back here, then we bounce off of it, and the daily time frame shows me yes, we have reversed back to an uptrend, and I'd look for buy positions. Currently, I think I'll just be patient and watch, especially considering that the DXY has just broken this minor resistance, but there isn't much movement to the upside yet. So that's it for GBP USD. Yeah. Another thing, if you look here, there's something I always like to, okay, let's move that up a bit. Okay. So if you look here, where the 0.618 level falls, you can see that, okay, yeah. So if you look here, you can see price has reached, these zones before and reacted. And yeah, here too. So came here, reacted. So I feel it's very possible for the markets to come down here and, react. So I will just wait. I'll be watching, but you guys can do, whatever you want. This is not financial advice. This is just me, as always, sharing my thoughts. So let's move on to USD JPY. So USD JPY, last time we looked at the markets, USD JPY had just broken past this resistance level here. And let's look at it. So showed you guys I was in an ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern by the way, but sometimes you can't exactly bank on ascending triangles because it can also give you a reversal. But ideally it's a bullish pattern. Sorry. So the markets came here, reacted, came here, reacted, and we were consolidating, just about here. We scaled down to the daily time frame, but now we are finally broken out of it. And so this would be higher high, higher low. I'd like to see, significant movements up, and then I'd like to see retracement. So if the DXY continues its move up, then this will most likely go up more. And then when it gives a drawback, I'll be sure that yes, the USD JPY is going to continue to rally up. And then I'll be looking for a buy position. But in the meantime, I'll just sit and watch. So that's it for USD JPY. The Euro USD, told you guys that Euro USD, GBP USD, some of these other pairs, they have strong correlation with the DXY. So we can see the DXY started rallying up, and what happened to the Euro USD started falling. Same with the GBP USD. So it's important to understand correlation. Now the Euro USD has broken past this level, and it could potentially do something similar, like bounce off from this level, like what I was discussing, with the GBP USD, or it could fall down back to this support level and bounce, or even, potentially break it and retest, and, we could continue going down. We don't know what the market is going to do. We just have to watch, wait, and watch. And when the market tells us, then we can make the most of it. So here's the CHF. Here's the CHF has now come to an interesting level for me. So the last time I looked at USD CHF, I identified this minor support level here, where the market retraced to and bounced before creating this major resistance about here, and fell down back to it and reacted strongly. Finally, we broke below it here. And I told you guys in the last video I was looking for a sell and all of that stuff, but it didn't happen. Now we have come back to this level. Ideally, if we clear this level about here, then we have a definite change in trend. So if we are able to get something like this, this is a definite change in trend. I would definitely be looking for a move to the upside. But we could also have something like this. So this could be, considering it's coming, from a downtrend, this could be left shoulder about here, neckline, head, neckline, and then it could retrace back here, create something like a right shoulder, and then break above this. So this would be an inverse head and shoulder pattern to the upside. But we could also come here and then move down back to the downside. So how do we know which one is going to play out? DXY will most likely give us a hint. So if the DXY, rejects from that minor resistance level, it would tell us that this is probably going to reverse. And then we can, look to take sell positions. But if the DXY keeps on going up, then we can be certain that the tides have changed for USD CHF. So let's see GBP JPY. So this has reached resistance level. Sorry guys, 1 minute. Okay, so this has reached resistance level, and we can see it's still on an uptrend. This was the last retracement here, and then bounced off of it. So there isn't any trade opportunity right now. We'll be looking to see if the market breaks above this major resistance and continue its move to the upside, something like this, and then retrace and continue moving up. Or the market could get here, reverse. This would be our area of interest, this level here. So if it breaks below this level here and retraces back to this place, then we start looking for a move to the downside. So currently there's no trade opportunity for me as a swing trader. I'm just watching. When the opportunity comes, you guys will definitely know about it. And same thing is happening in Euro JPY. So for now, I'll just watch. USD CNH. So CNH, that's Chinese yuan. And I recently just added this. So I was looking at it, and yeah, seemed like a nice chart. So here we have, major support level. Price reached there, bounced off strongly. And when it came here, same thing happened. So very strong level here. And now what's happening? Let's zoom in closely. So the market came here, bounced, created this new resistance level. We had a retracement, and then we came back. We were unable to break past this resistance level. And we can see clearly here. We were unable to break past this resistance level. And on the weekly, we can see we have, a minor support level here. So price came here, created this before coming to this major resistance. It couldn't break. So price came here, retraced to this level about here before hitting this major resistance level. And we can see it couldn't break and hold above it. So it fell down back to this minor support level about here. And now we have this going on. So let's ignore this for a while, for a moment. You know what? Let me delete it first. So basically, what I can see here is on the monthly. Okay, so let me bring this back a bit. On the monthly, I can see that price has done something like a double top, which is a bearish pattern. However, the market has come here and it's looking like price could rally up still and try to break past it. And then on the weekly, I'm saying this. Now it's important. This is a double top, first of all. Or let's not call it a double top because we don't have we haven't gotten a change of trend yet. So it isn't exactly a double top. However, price has now gotten to this major resistance level twice and hasn't broken through it yet. So this level I put here is the definite change of trend for USD meaning if the market falls below this level here and gives us a retracement, our first level target will be here. That's literally like how many pips to the downside? That's about 4,000 something pips to the downside. So it's a significant move down. So the markets looks like it's coming back, to either this level, or if you look here, you can see the market came here, did something before falling. So this, let's scale down, let's scale down to the daily time frame and look at what's happening. Great. So now we've identified that this is a major resistance level. We've identified there is a minor support level here. Now what's happening here? This is looking like a head and shoulder pattern. The market was coming from the downside, gave us this left shoulder neckline, head neckline, and now it's giving us this. Looks like a right shoulder pattern. If the market breaks below this, like I said before, and retraces, be rest assured we are going down. But the market could, surprise us and still rally to this upside here, which would then invalidate our head and shoulder pattern. And then we'll just look to see, okay, is it going to break above this time? Or is there going to be a reversal? So for now, we are going to sit and watch. But there was something I put here before, and let me put that back. So I put this level about here. Great. So the reason I put this is because when you zoom in on this short-term trend, you can see this is higher high, higher low, higher high. So ideally, this should be our higher low. So the market isn't supposed to, come below this level. Although, even if the market comes below it to this level, it hasn't exactly changed the trend yet. But ideally, it can still do this. But ideally, the market shouldn't come below this. It should, stay here and, rally up. So if the market does fall below this in short term and, does this, I'll just be watching closely. It would be giving me, more bias to the downside. But it's always good to be patient. It's good to be patient. It's like we saw if the market, breaks this level we have an opportunity to make 4,000 pips. So there's no need rushing and losing money, trying to get in early or whatever. Let's wait for confirmation. So I'm not concerned with this zone as much as I am with this. So what I'd like to see is this 1 minute. So look at this here. Yeah. So you can see there's something going on here, like resisted, supported, and now we are back here. So I'm not so concerned with this. I'm just, hoping it's an head and shoulder pattern. I'm sorry, it's a head and shoulder pattern. So what I'd like to see is for the markets to come back here, break the neckline, which would then confirm the head and shoulder pattern, retrace, and then I can capitalize on that. Other than that, what I'd like to see is the market breaking to the upside. So I'd like to see this and then retracement and then a move up. I'm a swing trader, so I like the nice big retracements. I like the nice big pullbacks, and then I can make my move. There's no need chasing small term targets or whatever. So this is my thought on USDC and H. For now, I'm just watching to see if the market will reverse from here, if we're going to break this minor supporter power here, or if it's going to continue rallying up. Ideally, the DXY will tell us a lot in this, hopefully this week we'll be able to see what the DXY intends to do. Is the dollar going to continue going up or is it going to fall? If it goes up, a lot of these pairs that have, USD first will most likely continue rallying up. But if it, falls down back, then a lot of these pairs with the USD will also, with the USD coming first, will also, fall. And the other pairs like the GBP USD, Euro USD, we'll see them going up. So this week I'll be watching to see what happens. Let's go over some futures. So US oil, monthly time frame quickly. Okay. So we bounced off of support level here. On the weekly time frame, the market is still going up. We're heading for this level about here. Um, this level here. So the market is coming here. Personally, I like taking my positions, at the very best side. So when the market, did this and then came back, giving me double bottom vibes, I would have, put my counter trend line, look for an entry here, and then first level targets here. And when it gets here, I'll be waiting to see if it's going to play out, the double bottom, meaning is it going to break out of this and, retrace here. This would then support my bias of, double bottom. And if it does this, we are definitely coming up to this zone next. But if it gets here and the market is unable to break above it, then I will look for selling opportunities back to this support level. So for now, I'm not going to jump into the trade too close to targets. There is no point. So that's all on US oil. Just watching. Let's go to the daily time frame and see what's happening there. So it's on an impulse leg. So there's no point rushing. If this gives any significant pullback here before reaching this level, you could actually take, an entry if you like. But personally, I could take an entry too. I could. So let's see. Um, we aren't certain if it has reached its top yet. It could keep on going. But if this were the top, ideally you then, come here, look for your swing low. If you're not sure of your swing low, you can switch to the line charts and you can see this is the most reasonable pullback, so far after this about here. So you can put this your swing low and your swing high. So, if the market is able to pull back to this level about here, then I'll definitely, take an entry. And my first level targets will be here. First level targets will be here, sorry. And then my next targets will be here. So, but in the meantime, it's on an impulse leg, so no trade entries for me. So let's look at gold. Gold has been moving strongly, and we can see on the weekly time frame, still on an impulse leg. So you guys already know the drill. Wait for significant pullbacks and then place your trading entries, your trading positions and all of that. But for now, no trade entry for me. Same with silver. Hit our major resistance. Okay, I think I can take this away now. So hit our major resistance. So we just have to sit back and watch what's the next move. Are we going to go above this, retrace and continue our move up? Or is there going to be a reversal? The market will tell us in due time. Just be patient. So GBP USD, same thing. A lot of these pairs have reached resistance. There is no point rushing. Just listen, calm, listen to the markets. When it's ready, it will tell us it's ready, and we'll make money out of this stuff. But if you rush, you're going to lose your capital. This isn't a very clear move above resistance level. So there's no point rushing. I'd like to see something meaningful. If we are going up, then let's go up well and then, retrace and continue our move to the upside. But if we are reversing, then I'd also like to see a significant move down and then come back and test this level and we'll start coming down. So that's it for BTC USD. And yeah, so Ethereum USD. Yeah, so Ethereum USD seems to still have some trading opportunities. Yeah, the market bounced off of support level. This is a major resistance level here. The market hasn't gotten to this zone, so ideally there's still space to the upside. However, the markets the fact that the market hasn't gotten here doesn't mean the market cannot, reverse from this level here and start coming down. So don't get so attached to your zones. Yes, the market moves from zone to zone, but this is the market. It is dynamic. It doesn't exactly always, follow one rule. So always listen to the market. So yeah, the markets started reversing. I pulled out my Fibonacci swing low to swing high, identified my golden zone right about here, and now the market has come down into that golden zone. So ideally you could put your counter trend line, start looking for trading opportunities on break of the counter trend line, and to be something like this. Yeah, so you don't want to wait for the market to do its thing, and then on breakout you can place your trade. First level target here, next level target this zone above. So that's it for its USD. Sorry, yeah, it's USDT. So you might be wondering what this line I put here is. This was my previous, prior to the market coming down below this level. I was looking at this like, okay, so many taps here. Would I prefer to wait for break of this level about here? But this is no longer valid. There is a new lower low. So yes, you could wait for the markets to break out of this and place your trades. I'm also working on trying to develop a new system. I'm still back testing it, that will help me get earlier entries than waiting for break of the counter trend line. Once I get that, I'll definitely let you guys know. So this is it for Ethereum USD. BNB USD has reached major resistance, and on the daily time frame we can see it's consolidating, so there is no clear movement here. So we'll just continue watching. Solana. So Solana, there's also, it's just playing out just like Ethereum USD. And what I did was draw my Fibonacci from swing low to swing high, identified this, golden zone about here. Ignore this line I put here for a sec. So came down, and you can see I already placed my counter trend line there. So I'm watching Solana closely. If there's break of my counter trend line on 4 hours, then I'll definitely execute my trade there. So that's it for Solana. Now let's move to the downside. So yeah, the advantage of using this counter trend line is that it helps you um, avoid fake outs. So the market could, rally up here and still, fall back down to this zone before finally breaking out. So that's why I like using the counter trend line. But sometimes in some trades, you just, want to get in early because you do not want to risk a lot in terms of your stop loss. So that's why I'm also working on getting another entry system. But this is good. So if you have the capital, use small lot sizes or low leverages and all of that stuff. And yeah, using the counter trend line is good. So Matic USDT. So Matic, man, I don't know what it is with Matic, but we can see, yeah, we have this support, we have this resistance, and then somewhere here we have like a minor support thingy. So the market bounced off of it here, came down back here, bounced off of it before creating this level about here. And then the market, when it broke below it, it came back, respected that zone, fell back here, created a level here, double bottom, broke back above it, tested it, this is a very nice double bottom, you can see. So let me make that more obvious. So it came down here, did this, and then broke above it. So like the letter W, retested it and made it move up. And now when the market was unable to hold above this, I expected the markets to come here and probably bounce up. But I can see now that that's broken below this level. So I'll be watching to see what happens next. I'm not going to place my trades immediately. So yeah, I'm not going to place my trades immediately. Um, I'll still I'll still watch, to see. Let me remove that. I'll watch to see what happens. Clearly, we have broken below this level, so we should be heading down to this level. So I'll wait for a nice pullback here, and then if it's looking good, I'll consider taking a trade to the downside. So that's our last pair for today, and I hope this was informative and helpful for you guys. I wish you the very best in your trading journey, and hopefully this week gives us, some opportunity to make money. Take care, everyone. Do have a good day, and thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.